heading into game 2. Spotless backs against the wall. Have to pull something out here to send us into the 3rd game, because let's be real, we want it. We want game 3. This night is perfect for ROUNDNET. It's perfect.
I'm not biased, but I will be cheering heavily for TRP Spotless because I want that game 3. So let me just put that out there. Not biased though. Not biased though, I promise. Here we go, Joe. Reverse, but again, handled by Marino. Set is setting up Ryan Marino for that exact type of hit. A combination of really good teamwork there to find the space and get it around the Ryan Gross defense.
Yeah, man. I didn't love the set, but I love the put away, because anything in the no hit zone, these guys are just cleaning up.
1-0. Yeah. Service.
A little high, as our referees will signal. Again, we didn't mention this too heavily if you watched our Game 1 broadcast, but here in Game 2, right, the referees still present. They're making all the officiating decisions. No self-officiating from our players. Good touch, though, up in the sky for Thomas Hamilton. There's the backhand to seal the deal. And a break for Rogue to kick off this Game 2.
Yeah, really wanted to compliment Joe Bondi's recovery set there off of a decent serve receive, but Rogue's too sharp right now, just too sharp.
2-0. Service.
Righty reverse, jamming Bondi up. Ryan Gross forced to go on 2. Now Marino a chance to put this one away, and that's going to work. A gentle shot into the body of Ryan Gross to get another point for Rogue ROUNDNET.
Yeah, I mean, a hit on 2, I don't know how I feel about it.
Seemed really like a last resort. He seemed like he was in a really awkward position with the touch that Joe gave him. But yes, he may have had the option to go for that set. And, well, he may regret it. I mean, you end up losing another point. Rogue could get another break. And now you've got 2 points to make up, and we've only just started this 2nd game.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-3 first. Service.
There's the step out lefty, making sure to establish that early so he could potentially come in with the drop later.
Yeah, get the feet moving on the serve receive to set up the drop shot with people's feet moving left and right and not coming forward. That's a clean ace on a mishandled serve receive by Thomas Hamilton. Nothing crazy there, just forced him to make a tough receive, and he wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty clean reverse. Nothing too crazy in terms of movement, but definitely gave Thomas Hamilton enough trouble to get an ace and to get a break back for Spotless. As we talked about, this is going to be a break-heavy game, a serve-heavy game. Expect to see serving runs or 2, 3, or more from both of these teams.
2-3 seconds. Yeah. Service.
Second serve now from Ryan. It's good. Set here from Hamilton, clean enough after the receive, and maybe a soft touch there from Ryan Gross, but just a bit too far for him.
Yeah. Hand on it, maybe a step slow to react, because you know he's quick. He's quick to get to those after the soft.
Simple, you got him. 1 out. 4-2. Yeah. First serve.
Ryan Marino, the lefty, a rip, and it's going to be a little too high.
Yeah, a quick call again by Max on the money. I agree.
4-2. Yeah. Second serve.
He goes righty this time. Ryan Gross gets low to receive it, and a great set, I got to say, from Joe Bondi. Gave Ryan the one option, which was that chorn, that boom ball, and unfortunately just not struck perfectly, and it'll miss the net.
Yeah, playing not as clean as they were in Game 1, albeit still taking an L in Game 1, but I expect Spotless to clean this up here and live up to their name, you know what I mean?
They're going to need to. That lefty, again, giving Bondi a little trouble, but here he is. He's got a lot of options. What a touch, though, from Ryan Marino, and a lefty swing.
Oh,
unfortunately, a landing in the no-hit zone will mean that TRP Spotless will get out of a tough situation by the skin of their teeth.
All right, I'm going to help you out here. Just give me the ball. You okay?
Yeah, Ryan Marino a little frustrated with himself, but that was a high-level difficulty hit, especially having to rotate back around and make the hit, staying out of the no-hit zone.
Nice cut there. Calm overhead set from Thomas Hamilton, but a little bit off net, just slightly. And Ryan Marino, he tried to find an angle that just wasn't there.
4-5 Spotless here, still in it. Anyone's game. Goes high, rips the righty cut. But, you know, goes high, hits maybe a little side pockety, and here we go, second serve.
Reverse, just a touch upstairs. Up by 2. Thomas Hamilton a chance to further this lead. Righty cut, and it's good. That's totally clean all day.
Absolutely. Twice on Saturdays.
7-4. Yeah. Service.
Received well by Gross this time. He's got a lot of options.
Yeah,
He goes righty, boom, and he pulls that one over the head of Ryan Marino.
Big serve receive there, handled. Looked effortless, but a really difficult serve to handle.
5-7.
5-7 first.
Yeah.
Service.
Definitely solid contact there from Ryan Gross, but again, also solid contact with the rim, so he's going to need a little bit more than that. Still has to find that zone.
Second serve.
And he just hasn't quite found it here in this second game.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, game 1, you know, we talked about a game of runs. Game 2, we were looking for breaks. Interesting the difference between game 1 to game 2. We're looking for that run, that break, that's something to start some momentum.
Not quite. That ball just clipping the rim, but he definitely had the space on that lefty side.
I thought we had it. I thought we spoke it into existence.
8-5. Yeah. Second serve.
That's fine.
Nice. Good D.
Big hold here.
All right.
Give me the ball.
Let's do it. You go still?
8-6.
Yeah.
Reverse from Bondi. It's so
So
well
good.
played, and that's just not enough. It's unbelievable that it's not enough. How are you supposed to get a ball past these guys?
I really don't know, and kudos to Thomas Hamilton there, dropping an absolute dime piece set over the net, clean put away, and a point on an incredible reverse cut.
Yeah.
Service.
Thomas Hamilton, he just does it again. There is nothing to stop him as Rogue will look to further this lead. And this second game, it's only 4 points right now, but 4 turns to 5, and 5 turns to unreachable very quickly.
Service.
Yeah, I like that, man. I mean, the Spotless, this game is slipping away. They need something here. A little bit of momentum, something to go their way, and a poor touch, something.
Yes.
Obviously have to play this.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, Marino with a beautiful wrap, stays out of the no-hit zone on a serve by Ryan here that goes into the rim, pops up. Easy money for Rogue.
That's got to be the game plan for Rogue for here on out. If they want to keep this lead, play every serving fault, no matter, even if it puts them in a slightly awkward position, it's worth it. If you do not let Spotless get any momentum, what are they supposed to do? And
There
if
it
Ryan
is.
Marino keeps doing that, there's no option here for Spotless.
There really isn't. There really isn't, Jonah.
12-7. Yeah. Service.
Lefty, again, got to play this one. Bondi push, good choice, finding the space.
Clean. Spotless lives up to his name in a crucial part of the game here. Big receive, and it's time. It's time. It's now or never.
I'm at home. 8-12.
Yeah.
First.
Looking for that cut again. We've seen it incredibly wide tonight. We just need to see it land again in this second game.
Second.
That'll jam Marino up. Apparently no good, though.
Yeah, apparently I think we go high there.
Is it? 13-8.
Thomas Hamilton, ball in his hands. Dangerous sight.
Got to play that. See ya, ball. Oh, what a touch. Thomas Hamilton, that ball's back in play. Oh, but here's Joe Bondi. No trouble for him. He'll go for the push again this time, and it will work. What defensive play, though, by Rogue to keep that ball still. I mean, the defensive touches, they got that ball back.
Yeah. Bit of a miss hit by Thomas Hamilton there on the put away, but an incredible piece of defending.
Playing through this one, of course. Good dive from Thomas, as always.
Another nice touch. Ryan Gross gets a hand on that ball, but just not enough to pop it up and keep the play alive.
14-9. Yeah. Service.
What a rip. My God.
I think he's left-handed, but he's actually right-handed.
Thank God we added some weight. Thank God we added some weight to these nets, otherwise we'd be seeing broken pieces every which way. Good righty cut there. Not as much movement as he would have liked. So Joe Bondi is able to handle that.
Big no-hit zone to
But
call.
a
This
big
is big
no-hit zone. We're at 14-9 and a no-hit zone call to give Rogue yet another point, stretching that lead by 1. They're now up by 6 deep in this second game. It's looking less and less doable for Spotless now.
It really is. Rogue's in a different gear.
15-9. Yeah. Service.
As a reminder, both of these teams, by getting themselves to the final, have already landed themselves a well-earned pro bid for the championship at the end of this year.
Not a bad place to be, first major of the season, already having that in the back pocket.
Yeah, nice little bit of security. You don't have to worry about placing or the points race towards the end of the season. Frankly, you look at the 4 players on this net, you know they're going to end up in the pro division regardless, but it's a nice little security blanket for these guys going forward into the rest of the season. But of course, they're searching for that coveted first place pitcher, the prize money, and the points that goes along with it.
You go.
05. Yep.
Second.
Well received there by Hamilton. A bait of on 2 by Ryan Marino, giving Thomas Hamilton, sure, a low set, but also a lot of time because the defense was frozen in place.
Yeah, defense had to wait on the hitter, who had to wait on the set, and it just was executed too smoothly.
Yeah.
Service.
Goodbye! That one is too good. Thomas Hamilton, the reverse. Again, it's just every serve in his arsenal is landing right now.
7-0.
Yeah.
Service.
High call. Second
7-0.
serve,
Yeah.
Thomas Hamilton.
The drop, first time tonight we've seen that.
Thomas Hamilton tries to drop the drop master himself, almost saying, let's put this whole series to bed.
It's a confident move. He just wanted to get that one on 2, maybe hope that he and Ryan Marino could find another incredible touch, which they've done several times today. But there's that lefty swing again from Ryan Gross that we just have not seen connect this series.
17 seconds.
Yeah.
Service.
Drop's good, but Thomas Hamilton is just fine. And once again, he's able to find the space around a jumping Joe Bondi.
A little too much. I'm doing too much.
May have had an issue there on the hit, though.
Yeah, I think there was.
I'm around here.
Potentially no hit zone call.
First.
So Ryan Gross will get another chance.
Yeah, 12-17, Ryan Gross second serve. I'd have to think that this second serve is going to be another rip at this point in time in the game, with your back against the wall, facing a second place finish here, but ultimately a loss in 2. I think he goes for power here.
Yeah. Second.
There it is. You're absolutely right, but called a little too high again. I think right now tonight our refs, they definitely have a narrow strike zone, but they established it early and they're staying consistent, that's sure. But we're definitely seeing high expectations put on these servers.
8-2. Yeah. Service.
Ryan Marino, he'll fake both ways, and Ryan Gross will handle that nicely. Has to work his feet around after that set. It was a little bit in his way, but he worked his way beautifully around it and got that ball out of play as well. But here's the problem. They're down by 5, 3 points away from game and series point for Rogue ROUNDNET right now. So Spotless need a run, and frankly, Josh, they need it yesterday.
Yes.
That they do.
3-8.
Yes.
Second.
Great lefty,
He's your
though.
man.
He's still hanging in. He's still hanging in. He's got that consistency, and maybe we haven't seen it enough so far this game, but do not count Joe Bondi out of this fight. Goes righty this time. It is good. Is it lethal? Not quite. Ryan Marino was able to sneak that ball away.
Yeah, a good put away. And after the serve was so good that the set was a bit off net, allowing Spotless to get around and really read the hit, at least knowing which way it was coming, and they still couldn't capitalize.
Yeah.
Service.
Big lefty. Good set from Bondi. That's just so nice.
Yeah,
So
really.
pretty from him.
Yep. Beautiful in-system hold by Spotless.
But again, here's what we're dealing with.
A game of runs. Let's
Let's
get our runs.
A game of runs, but it is 9-5, or 5-9 rather on the high side. 15-19, 2 points away from defeat. Ryan Gross, the fate
Service.
of this game, it's in his hands.
Goodness,
He's
a
got
little
the ball on that 7-foot circle, and he's got a chance to do something if he can. The question is, will he finally find it?
Yeah, last time on second serve in a similar situation, he rips. This time on second serve, I say he drops.
Prediction is in.
Second.
And you're absolutely right, Josh. That's
I
good
can't
stuff.
miss tonight, Joe.
That's
I
good
can't
stuff.
miss.
We've been pretty good with the predictions. I
Yeah.
predicted the Joe Bondi lefty, and he absolutely delivered that. You've got the drops all over the place. The question is, did we predict a 2-game series? I think not. Spotless maybe under-delivering in that regard.
I do think that.
But frankly, Rogue playing exceptionally well. And Ryan Marino to end it with a bang. He nearly will. Joe Bondi, though, lefty pull. That ball's
There
gone.
we are.
Take that ball. Good set.
Not dead yet.
Got to admit, really wanted to yell bang for match point there for Ryan Marino, but it's not going to happen. They're going to win this game on the offense.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do it right now.
Beautiful rip, going for a righty cut there. Joe Bondi facing game point.
Put it away.
You'd have to think he's going to be aggressive here. This
But
is going to be a...
second serve is everything. It's good enough.
It's everything.
It's good enough. They are still alive. Spotless are in this to stay. 3 points away. Still a long way to run.
Is there a little magic? Come on, Joe.
Can he find the magic? Awkward receive, but it's good enough. A touch up, though.
Have to get a replay.
Gotta
You have
go
to
for
get a
the hinder
replay.
there.
We know
Or not.
that's an active call.
Ryan Gross, I think he agreed that he did not have the play on it. I think he acknowledged that
I mean, we're dealing with good, honest people.
that he
so.
was not going to get there. The hit from Thomas Hamilton was just good enough, and that will do it. Rogue ROUNDNET are your Richmond major champions, and they put on a heck of a performance all day long. And we've had a heck of a day all day long as well. We've got all of our divisions finally wrapped up, and Rogue will take home the top spot. Spotless, they'll have to walk away with the second, but they still get to walk home with some glassware and a pro bid for the championship. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
All that Fortnite. You're so funny. Let's go.
While you were heading off the field, everyone, if you could make sure to take all your belongings with you and a little piece of trash or two, want to make sure this thing, this